Trump was shot in the ear during a campaign rally on Saturday after a major security lapse. Same like the assassination of John F. Kennedy. We'll have a look at exactly what happened in a second. What we now know is that the shooter was then killed. According to the international media, in an election rally in Pennsylvania, which was to be addressed by former U.S. President Donald Trump, suddenly there was a sound of bullets being fired. In the coming record footage from there, it can be seen that as soon as the bullets were heard, Donald Trump touched his right ear and sat down quickly. Blood can also be seen flowing from one side of his face. Immediately after this incident, the Secret Service agents took Donald Trump to their safe haven and immediately took him to a car with them. When he was being seated in the car, he blew his nose in the air, trying to convey that he did not care about this attack. On his social media platform, Truth Social Network, in a post, Donald Trump wrote that a bullet passed by touching the upper part of his ear. Before this, one of his translators said that Donald Trump is fine and is being given medical assistance at a local medical center. The former U.S. president wrote in his Truth Social post that I immediately found out that something was wrong with me. I heard a whistle and then heard the sound of bullets. Immediately felt that a bullet had pierced my skin. A lot of blood flowed, so I found out what happened here. When the Secret Service agents were taking him with them, blood could be seen clearly on Donald Trump's ear and right cheek. According to the Secret Service translator Anthony, his agents killed the suspect on the spot. He also said that in the firing incident, one passenger was killed and 2 injured. The law enforcement agencies told the media in detail that the male attacker had a rifle and fired bullets from a high place, hundreds of meters away from the rally site. It was clearly a murderous attack in which the former U.S. President Donald Trump was safe. And the U.S. secret agency also took immediate action to protect him. The case was closed there. At the moment, FBI is investigating the firing incident. According to the FBI, he was able to identify the attacker who was about to die. According to the details, the attacker was a 20-year-old young man named Thomas Matthew Crookson, and he was from Pennsylvania. U.S. Special Agent Kuhn Rajic says he is investigating this incident as a murderous attack. The attacker was killed on the spot, but his identification card was not present in the documents coming out of his pocket. Therefore, DNA is now being used to identify him. The Ghaznagrami Donald Trump had just started the speech, and he was talking about his potential U.S. President Joe Biden and his arrangements at that time, when he suddenly heard the sound of bullets being fired. After the firing, his supporters immediately sat on the ground behind Donald Trump. The people present at the rally told the media that they think the bullets were fired from a building on the right side of the stage, which seems that this attack was planned in advance. Another person involved in the rally told the media that 5 minutes before he came to Donald Trump's stage, he saw a suspicious-looking man crawling on the roof of the building, about which he had also told the police. But the busy police officers did not pay much attention to the arrangements of the rally. As soon as the sound of bullets were fired, the people there immediately went crazy. Secret Service agents immediately told the people present there to bow down. People say they couldn't believe what was going on. In the face of this murderous attack on Donald Trump, his political opponent, U.S. President Joe Biden, said that this attack should not have happened. There is no place for such violence in the United States. Everyone should condemn this attack. The international media further said that President Joe Biden also spoke to White House over the phone with Donald Trump. Politicians from the well-known Republican and Democratic parties in the United States have also condemned this attack. Former U.S. President Barack Obama said that there is no room for political violence in the Republic. Thankfully, President Trump was not seriously injured in this attack. Former U.S. Vice President Mike Pence also said in a statement that he and his wife prayed for Donald Trump. And he also appeals to American citizens to pray. Ladies and gentlemen, there will be presidential elections in the United States in November 2024, in which Donald Trump and U.S. President Joe Biden are campaigning as candidates. There will be a thorny competition between Donald Trump and Joe Biden. This is the reason that as soon as the murderous attack on Trump took place, some Republican leaders immediately started accusing Joe Biden and his supporters. Because during his entire election campaign, Donald Trump also made statements about opposing leaders in many speeches. On the other hand, Joe Biden also made a lot of statements against Donald Trump. But after the attack, Joe Biden's statements suggest that he and his supporters apparently have nothing to do with this attack. Viewers, after this attack, the extraordinary image of Donald Trump's punch and blood on his face may have an impact on the presidential election campaign in the United States. And Trump will benefit from it. A picture of Trump was also shared by Donald Trump's son Eric Trump on social media and wrote about his father that this is the fighter America needs. On the other hand, Joe Biden's election campaign team has stopped all its political statements because they think it is not right to criticize Donald Trump at this time. All those politicians who do not agree with Donald Trump's ideas are also saying that there is no room for violence in the republic at this time. Former U.S. President Barack Obama, George W. Bush, Bill Clinton, and Jimmy Carter have also immediately condemned this incident. Many American analysts say that the main reason for this attack is Donald Trump himself and his statement they should have been careful during the election campaign. Because it happens all over the world that more than political leaders, their supporters and the general public are unable to tolerate what is said against their leader. And such incidents arise from many rallies and gatherings, in which apparently no political leader is at fault. Now it remains to be seen that after such a big incident, what direction will the political atmosphere in America go?